Remember, it's welded together. Mud scraping, beer drinking. It's a Thirsty Thursday. We're back at it. Eric's cleaning all the mud out from Placerville, which was like damn near 2 months ago now when he raced last. And as he's pulling out mud, he finds this lodged in the frame rail, which I have no idea what it is. Could be a piece of the rim of another car or something, but maybe it was just buried in the track and we picked it up. All right, so if you guys watched the last video, you saw me get this nose all kind of back together, pieced back together. It looks okay, I guess. But I put a bunch of the aluminum plating in here to kind of wrap around inside here, as you can see, to give it some support. That's the way I like to do these guys. So you can see a little bit peeking out right there. I got one last piece to do on the left front right here, and I got a brand new piece I guess I had laying around, which is kind of nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend this guy up to shape and somehow try to put this guy back in and make it look half decent. I don't know how the hell that happened, but that's what we're doing. It is a bad day to be a cold beer.
Get all washed up.
Yeah. All right, so got some progress here. The bar is extended all the way back to here now, and I put this little patch job in here. Rivet it to the little flat aluminum piece. Let's cut this guy off, some old scrap I had lying around. Gonna put this guy behind it like that. And then right now, the heat gun is my best friend. You warm this plastic up here, and you can just morph it to any shape you want. So it's coming back to life, slowly but surely. Okay, so it's Thirsty Thursday, but it's also
Taco Thursday.
Yep, that's where I was going with it. Look at that. That's all kinds of horse meat right there.
Yeah. From the neighbor.
And goats and snakes and whatever else you can find to put in there.
Yeah, and our dead chicken.
Yeah, one of our chickens died. A skunk got to it.
I know.
Country living. Get him! Don't break the chair. Remember, it's welded together. Get him! Hey, get him!
Toasted marshmallow. Okay.
It's officially June. All right. Got one more piece of the bumper here. Nose, I meant. Stitched up right there. A couple rivets. It's coming together. She's looking a little bit like Frankenstein, but getting there slowly but surely. This side looks half decent. Still got to get some kind of piece to kind of fill that gap right there and get rid of the freaking gaping holes. But the left side looks pretty good. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting, but the shape is there. So continue with the nose maybe tomorrow, and some more body work. This left side here is close, but I got to do a little more angle here. Get this thing back up. This door right here has to come a little more of a curve this way. So to be continued tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early on Friday. All right, so here we are. It's early in the morning, but it's not Friday, it's Saturday. Didn't make it out here yesterday. I had to get some other stuff done around the house. But I'm back here working on the front end. I'm doing the nose again here. I'm gonna put this little filler panel in here, and then I'll go ahead and use the heat gun right there, bend that baby back down, and stitch it up with some rivets. They raced my class last night. The Tri-State Pro Stock Traveling Series came to Chico at Silver Dollar Speedway, which is basically the track that I cut my teeth on in the dirt track world. That was my first race ever back in 2013. So it's kind of a shame I wasn't able to make that, but looking at the videos, it was a total disaster, kind of like Placerville was, just wreck fest everywhere. So maybe it's a good thing I couldn't make it. So they're racing Petaluma tonight. It's a non-traveling series race. Just the local boys will be out there at Petaluma. So I would like to make that, but it's not looking too promising right now. I want to get this thing back together as best I can. I don't want to take any shortcuts, you know. So I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna keep on working on this and taking you guys with me. All right, so I know I've showed you guys this before, but I use backhand washers on these rivets that go through plastic. I just use the old heads that I drilled out. It's pretty common knowledge if you're in the dirt track racing world, but if you're not, now you know. Just whenever you drill these bad boys out, save them.
Corn liquor jar. Sometimes we stay up late at night.
All right, so you guys know the saying already by now. It ain't pretty, but it'll hold. Mostly talk about welding stuff, but in this case we're talking about this bumper that's all cracked to pieces, and as you can see, all stitched up. Whatever, it's back together. So many of you guys know that this car has been for sale for a while now. I put it online on Facebook, and put it for sale on all kinds of different websites on Facebook. As you know, it hasn't sold yet, but I did sell one car from the ad, and it wasn't obviously that car. Let me show you guys what I sold. So this race car right here is what sold from that ad. It was in the background of one of the pictures of the super truck, and yep, she don't run. She was my daily driver for a long time. Got great gas mileage, like 35 miles a gallon average, something crazy like that. But I got a new commuter now, that beautiful Corolla you see sitting over there. Gets great gas mileage. This thing needs some motor work done, and I just didn't really want to mess around with it anymore. So it's sold. You guys come and pick it up tomorrow on Father's Day. So I'm kind of glad to get it out of here, get it out of my hair, and as you can see, I'm giving a little sprinkler wash and doing as least work as possible. Think smarter, not harder. No, it's work smart, not harder. That's how it goes. Had a little brain fart there. Anyways, I'm getting this thing kind of rinsed off, and then go ahead and scrub it off a little bit for the guy so it looks half decent. 1993 Honda Civic, a 1.4 or 1.5 liter tiny motor. She gone. She was sitting right there for a long time, and I got a little more space back. So now when we come in here and have to do the big old sweeping turn with the trailer to try to back up the super truck, we don't have to avoid one more obstacle. All right, we're back working on the car. You can see it a little better in the daylight over here. Patch job in full effect. And this side over here is done. I got all the spring steel figured out. So now we're gonna go ahead and put a carb stud back in the carburetor. As you can see, I got a big old long all thread here from good old Ace Hardware. And we had glue Loctited this guy in before, this carb stud. And so there's a lot of like little crusties in here. So I took a bolt and I kind of put a couple lines in it to make it somewhat of like a tap. But I want to pull it out, and there's going to be a whole lot of shit that comes out. So Eric's got the suction power. Hit it. Get down here, too. All right. 6-foot carb stud installed. Goes straight plumb through the roof. Eric called it the super pull air cleaner stud. Alright, we're gonna trim it up the size of this bad boy with the brand new outerwears filter on it. Something like right there.
I'll just reach up there and put it on.
Alright, just when we got the nose all put back together and on the car, we took it right back off. Got the nice looking air cleaner here and the nice stud. Got a fresh outerwears, fresh filter. So that's checked off the list. Now we're gonna go through the front end, and we had obviously the wreck, so we're gonna replace some stuff or maybe bend it back, one of the two. And I've been watching a lot of Dave Hammond's videos out there on YouTube, and also BSB Manufacturing with Jay Neal. I've been getting a lot of pointers from those guys, so it's something I've never done before in the race car. I'm gonna box in the front end, and that's basically tying in the idler arm and the pivot arm and the drag link and making sure everything is the same distance. It's kind of confusing, but I'm gonna try it out for my first time now and see what we come up with.
So at this point, we've probably spent 3 hours trying to box front end.
Yeah, so we were way off to begin with, no doubt. It was way off. Our number one, our steering box was at an angle like this. So when we turned the wheel, the center link was going like this in the car, not flat in the car. So we kind of corrected that, but trying to box in the whole thing with the idler arm and the pivot arm and the drag link, can't get it quite perfect. So I don't know if I bent center link or a bent idler arm or something of that region, maybe a bent frame rail or something, I don't really know. But we're a lot closer now than we were before. That's all that matters. Alright guys, so I slept on it and couldn't figure it out. This is my spare idler arm. I checked that. It looks exactly the same as the one we have on the car right now. And so, scratched my head here quite a bit. Decided to give my buddy Mr. Jason Dukes from Dirt Race Life a call, because he has on his car the same front clip I'm using, the 73 to 77 Chevelle. And boy, am I glad I gave him a call, because I had him check his car and give me the measurements off his car. And when I told him that I was measuring from the grease zerk on the idler arm, he's like, whoa, back off. These 73 to 77 Chevelles don't have the style idler arm. So apparently the one that's on the car and my spare is the wrong idler arm for this vehicle. So I'm gonna get on Rock Auto or something and get a new idler arm ordered up. And I just ordered up a brand new Jones Racing Performance 3-bladed 18-inch fan, because this fan sucks and it's summertime here, and we're looking at about 100-degree weather here next weekend. So I'm gonna get those things ordered up and here soon, hopefully. And then unfortunately, the next time we're gonna get the race is July 22nd here at Antioch Speedway, which is our local track. It's a while from now and it really kind of sucks, but that's the only race that we can make with the schedules out there and my schedule. So we'll just have to get this thing really tuned up and ready for that race. And we got a whole lot to do with the setup, and it all starts right there. So Jason, thank you. Go check him out on his YouTube channel, Dirt Race Life. A lot of good informative videos on how to tune up your race car and not pay somebody to do it, you know, and save $1 while you're doing it, and staying competitive and being smart about it. So he's a huge help to me. All of his videos I always watch, and I learned a lot from him. So you guys go ahead and check him out over there. But until then, we'll see you in the next video on Cherezian Racing shortly. As soon as these parts get in here, I'll get back on this camera. And remember, if it's bent, it ain't broken.